We'll get started in a seated today cross-legged position. Take your time to settle into your shape. Lengthen the spine, hands can be on the thighs or knees. You can either flip your palms up or bring your hands palms down. And just start to observe your breath without changing anything in your breath just yet. Notice how your breath moves through your body naturally here. Tap into your sensations. Notice how you're feeling today, both mentally and physically. With every out breath, allowing yourself to soften just a little bit more, and then gradually starting to expand your breath. Longer inhalations, longer exhalations. Breathing through your nose. Feeling cooler air entering your nostrils and warmer air exiting your nostrils. Allowing yourself to become a little more present in your body. Mindful of what's happening within you. Then gently start to reach your belly all the way to your right, forward and back, rounding your spine. Inhale, reach to your right, opening your heart to your left, and then round, reach back. So imagine your belly button drawing a circle. And reverse the direction. To your right, back, left, forward. A few more rounds. Good. Last cycle here. And then come back to the center. Breathe in, reaching your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, roll them back and down. 2 more. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Last one, inhale. And let it go. Next breath in, sweep your arms up overhead, palms together. And exhale, hands to your heart center, bow into your fingertips. As you stay here, take this moment to set an intention for your practice. Find one more breath. And with your next breath out, release your hands back down. Gently blink your eyes open. We'll roll over your ankles, making your way to all fours. Take your time. If you'd like, point your fingertips towards your knees and cycle through a few cat-cows here, continuing to open that spine, inviting gentle movements and establishing this connection between your breath and your movement. Take 3 more breaths. Good. After your last exhale, come back to the center, fingertips point forward, spread your fingers, tuck your toes under, lift your hips all the way to the sky, and walk it out in your down dog. Focusing more on your spine rather than the hamstrings, trying to lengthen your spine all the way. Knees can stay bent the entire practice, heels can be off the mat the entire practice, but most importantly, pressing through the knuckles and allowing your spine to stretch. Good. As you inhale, pick up your heels off the ground, shift them to your right, press your hips back. As you inhale, find your way to your plank variation. Heels are still to your right. Exhale, press your hips back. 4 more. Inhale, shift forward, engage your oblique. Breathe out, push your hips back. For 3. For 2. Last one. Good. Come back to the center. Heels drop back down. Inhale, shift to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Breathe and slide forward to cobra. Untuck your toes. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. Next breath in. Lift your heels off the mat. Drop them to your left. Push those hips back. Inhale, shift to your plank variation. Your side body is working. Exhale, back to down dog. 4 more with your breath. Breathe and use your belly to shift forward. Exhale, release. For 2. Last one. Good. Come back to the center. Next breath in, shift to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 1 more breath here. Any movements that feel good. And then look forward to your hands. Start to walk the feet all the way to the top of the mat, finding your first forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Shake your head, yes, yes, no, no. Maybe even allowing your teeth to part, shifting your jaw from side to side. Knees can stay bent, especially if you feel any tension in your low back at any point. A good supported variation here is to have your belly touching your thighs. This will decompress and release any pressure from the low back. Take 2 more breaths here. Good. Release your arms down. Next breath in. Roll up to standing head comes last. Sweep your arms up overhead, palms together. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Pause here for another moment. Reconnect with your intention if you set one for the practice, or if you take this moment to set one. As you breathe out, release your arms down. Next inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, long spine, fold forward. Breathe in, lift halfway, stepping your right foot to the back of the mat. Right knee down, inhale, low lunge. Reach the arms up to the sky. Exhaling, hands down to the mat, find your plank. Breathing in here, exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if you feel ready. Inhale, slide forward, cobra or up dog. Breathe out to your downward facing dog. 1 big breath. Next inhale, right leg sweeps up. Step it through, left knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Left foot follows. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Second side, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale, left foot back. Reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale into your knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Step it forward, right knee down, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot forward, lift halfway. Breathe out, fold deeper. Inhaling all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll add on, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, right foot back, knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Now grab your right wrist with your left hand and tilt your body to your left. Feeling a lateral stretch in your right side. 1 more breath. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, cycle through your flow. Knees just chin, chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot lifts. Step it lightly through. Left knee down. Just your low lunge here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot steps forward. Breathe in halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way to standing. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Inhale, squeeze the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, left foot back, knee down. Breathe into low lunge. Grabbing your left wrist with your right hand. Tilt your body to your right. Breathe in back to the center. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. You're always welcome to move in your own pace. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step it through. Breathe in, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground. Right foot forward. Halfway lift. Fold a little deeper. Next breath in, rise up. Exhale, hands through your heart. Last one, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, right foot back, knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the mat, left arm up. Option to pick up your right knee off the ground. Good. Now we'll step into your side plank. You can pass by plank and then reach your left arm up or use your core to step it back. 2 more breaths here. Strong in your right shoulder. Inhale here. Breathe out to your vinyasa. Next breath in. Right leg lifts. Step in between your hands. Left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground, left foot forward. Breathe into your halfway lift. Breathe out to fold. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Second side, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, left foot back, knee down, Anjaneyasana. Exhaling, left hand down to the mat, right arm up. Option to pick up your left knee off the ground. Good. Drop your left heel down. Use your core to step it back to your side plank or use support. 3 more breaths here. Inhale here. Exhale to your flow. As you make it to down dog, breathe in, left leg lifts. Step it through, right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeper. Breathe in all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Well, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your heart a little bit more. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, straighten your spine, and fold over your legs, reaching your arms away from your spine. Relax your neck again here. Shake your head. Yes, yes. No, no. Two more. Exhale, release your arms back down. Breathe in, lift halfway, and make your way to your down dog. You're welcome to just step it back, lift your hips up, or cycle through your vinyasa. To your practice, at any point, feel free to skip or add a vinyasa to your practice. Next, inhale, right leg lift, stack your hip. Exhale, right knee to your chest. Breathe in, reach back up, stack the hip. 4 more, shift forward. For 3, 2, last one, you'll bring your knee into your chest, then release your knee down to the mat, right hand to the center, open up into supported side plank. We'll reach your left arm overhead, find an arch with your left side body. Exhale, left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, find an arch. Breathe out, knee to elbow. A little bit more side body today. Good. 3, 2, last one. Now extend, reach your left arm back, bend your left knee, kick your leg back. Good. Breathing into your front body, opening your heart, your left shoulder. 2 more breaths. Good. Now we're going to release. Start to reach your left foot forward in front of your hip. Softly step your foot down, and then left hand to the mat, right arm sweeps up to the sky, thread it under, coming into your right shoulder, right ear. You're welcome to clasp your left foot and your right hand. Left arm can reach up or come behind your low back. This is completely uncomfortable. You're welcome to just release your left knee down. Do traditional variation here. Good. Next breath in, come back to the center. Release your left knee by your side. Pick up your knees off the ground. Find your downward facing dog. Breathe in, right leg lifts. Option to cycle through one-legged vinyasa or stay with one-legged down dog. Once everyone's back here, as you breathe out, step your right foot through your hands and reach your arms up to the sky for crescent lunge. Sit low, belly in, extend your left leg, squeezing your quad. As you breathe out, right arm back, left arm forward. Find a twist. Option 2, go a little bit deeper, reaching your left arm overhead. Two more breaths here. Inhaling back to the center, reaching your heart forward, palms are facing the mat, neck is long. Start to get a little lighter on your left toes, transitioning almost all of your weight to your right foot. Stay here for just another moment, engage your right quad, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then gracefully pick up that left foot off the ground, flex your left foot, and any variation from here with the arms, hands at your heart, reach the arms forward. Interlace your hands behind your back, toppling tree, whatever it is that you're practicing. See if you can get some flooring for this balcony. Good. Let's take 2 more breaths. Next breath in, bring your left knee with you, reaching your left knee up to the sky, arms reach up. Pull your belly in, and then left ankle to your right thigh, sit low, find your hip opener here. Press your left knee down, right hand can come to your left foot. You can stay here if this feels like a good stretch already. You're welcome to bring your hands down to the mat and try to extend your right leg, folding deeper, maybe even holding onto your right ankle. And another option is to take an arm balance if you practice. Flex your left foot to protect your left knee. Relax your neck if you're folding forward. Take about 3 more breaths here. Breathing into that outer hip with every out breath. Finding a little more softness. Next breath in, very slowly start to rise up. Bring your left knee back into your chest. Reach your arms up. Option to extend your left leg for a little more core for 3, 2. Now send your left foot back, step it down, and then slowly transition yourself into your hip opener here, dropping into your left hip. Right toes might point up to the sky, hands at your heart or down. And then you can always come a little bit higher. So if your hips are tight, it's okay to stay where you are and just slowly, slowly allowing yourself to stretch here. Good, breathing. Left arm out to the side, right arm up, find a twist. Stay here or clasp your hands behind your left hip. Two more breaths. Good. If it's available, see if you can just drop onto your right sit bone. So you're all the way on the mat. You can do it slower. And then you're gonna step your left foot next to your right. If possible, keep the bind. If not, you're just gonna fold forward. So hands on your ankle or toes, left foot stays flat on the ground, left knee's pointing up to the sky, and you can do the same thing with a bind. You're still folding forward, but you're holding onto the bind. Try to evenly ground through your sit bones. Don't let yourself transition weight to left or right one. Keep breathing, growing your spine. So instead of going too deep, see if you can find some length and start to reach your belly button to your thigh. 2 more breaths. Unwind wherever you are. Left hand across from your left hip. Bring your left knee down and inhale. Pick up the hips off the mat. Arch the spine. Find a gentle opening in your heart. As you breathe out, release your your hips back down. Cross your ankles. Roll over and make your way to your down dog through your vinyasa or not. Once you make it to down dog, we'll breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Next breath in, left leg lift, stab the hip. Exhale, left knee to your chest. Breathe in back to stacked hip. Breathe out, knee to your chest. Come back up. You're here for 3, 2. On your last one, you'll pause with your left knee to your chest and drop it underneath your left hip. Come into your supported side plank. Left hand down, right foot on the mat, then reach your right arm overhead. Find an arch in your side body, and then exhale, crunch, tapping your right knee and right elbow. Release your foot, find a nice stretch here for 4, for 3, 2. On your last one, you'll just extend your leg, extend the arm, bend into your right knee, and clasp that foot, kicking your leg back. Breathing into your front body again. Stay strong in your left shoulder. Don't let yourself drop into it. 2 more breaths. Good, now let go of your right foot. Start to reach your right leg straight out from the hip and softly step it down. Right hand comes to the center, left arm sweeps up to the sky, thread it under. Bringing your left fingertips towards your right toes. And again, the same option you did on your first side, right arm forward, reach it up, or bring your hand behind your low back. Breathing into your right inner thigh, finding a twist here, shoulder stretch. Maybe closing the eyes, take 2 more breaths here. Next breath in, slowly make your way to all 4s, tucking your toes under, finding your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, option to find your one-legged vinyasa or stay here. Once you're back to down dog, we'll bring your left foot between your hands, inhaling to your crescent lunge, finding your shape, sitting low. Breathing deeply, engaging the belly, squeezing your right quad, left knee is right over the ankle, and then left arm back, right arm forward, finding a twist. Maybe gazing to your left fingertips, an option to bring your hand to your hamstring, right arm overhead. Sit lower, don't let yourself come out of it. Enjoying the side bend if you are in a deeper shape. Twist. Next breath in, come back to crescent. Start to reach your heart forward. Palms are facing the ground. Try not to rest your belly on your thigh. Lift away, engage the belly, and start to transition all of your weight forward, just like your cobra, where you want to roll off of your toes, kind of similar here. And then slowly and gracefully rise up to your warrior 3. The same option with the arms, hands at your heart, out to the sides, clasping the hands behind your back. You can straighten that leg, making it active, pressing your heel back, making it parallel to the ground for 3, for 2. Next breath in, right knee comes into your chest, stretch the arms up to the sky, engage your belly. Find your balance here, then right ankle to your left thigh, right hand to your right knee, left hand to your right foot. Press that knee down, level the hips. Again, stay here, hands to the mat, extend your left leg and fold, hand to your ankle, or maybe even an arm balance. I'm not going to cue it today, but if you know where you're going, just going there, whatever feels comfortable in your body. About 3 to 4 more breaths. Good, next breath in, start to slowly rise up. And then once you're up, bring your right knee to your chest, arms stretch up to the sky. Stay here or extend your right leg, engaging your core for 3, 2. Slowly step your right foot to the back of the mat. Open your heart to the long side of the mat and sit low into your right hip. Left toes might point up to the sky, hands at your heart or on the mat. Close your eyes for a moment, just enjoy this inner thigh stretch. Your right hip is opening. Lengthen the spine a little bit more, growing the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And then reaching your right arm out to the side, left arm up. Find your twist here, maybe clasping the hands behind your hip. And then if your right arm is out to the side, notice my arm is not behind. So I'm pushing my elbow onto my knee and opening up my hip. So whether you have the bind or not, see if you can gently drop your left sit bone down so both sit bones are grounded. And then reach your right foot next to your left inner thigh. Readjust as you need, whether you have the bind or not, starting to fold forward. So if you don't have the bind, again, hands to your shin, toes, ankle. This is a lot deeper than when we have our right knee down or right knee out to the side. Our right foot is fully grounded. You're trying to hug it towards the armpit. Keep folding. You might not feel much, but with practice, you can actually go all the way down, touching your belly to your thigh. Try not to overstretch your low back. If you feel a lot of sensations in the low back, back up a little bit. 2 more breaths. Inhale, slowly roll up, right knee out to the side, right hand on the ground. Inhale, sweep your hips forward, left arm overhead, open up. Exhale, come back down, cross your ankles, roll over, make your way to your down dog through your vinyasa or not. Let's look forward to our hands, soft bend in the knees, step walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Good, let's breathe in, lift halfway, and exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Any variation of your forward fold, you can step onto your palms, you can cross your hands behind your shins and clasp opposite ankles, hug yourself, or just simply sway from side to side. And again, remember, if you have any kind of tension in the low back, especially after that forward fold, bend the knees, connect your belly to your thighs, lengthen the spine a little more. You're going to feel a lot of decompression in that low back. Close the eyes, shake your head from side to side. Two more breaths. Good, as you inhale, slowly start to roll up to standing. Head comes last. Good, walk the feet closer together. Toes might touch, heels slightly apart. Sit low into your chair pose. Lengthen the spine, drop the hips down. Make sure you see your toes. Arms are reaching overhead. Good, then hands come to your heart. Bring your left elbow outside of your right thigh. palms together. Use the palms as a leverage to open your heart a little bit more. So bringing your heart to your thumb knuckles. You can always open up the arms or even find an arm balance here. Take 2 more breaths. And now gaze down to your right foot. Start to pick up your left heel off the mat. You're on your tippy toes now. And go slow as you possibly can. Lift your foot off the ground. Find a pause. Start to extend your left leg back. And then only then lightly step it back, finding crescent twist here. Again, arms can open up. You can find a bind. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. Next breath in, left arm back, right arm forward, warrior 2. Open up your hips to the long side of the mat, now gazing to your right fingertips. Next, inhale, extend your right leg, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit back down. 4. Long breath. 3. 2. Last one. Come back to your warrior 2. Flip your right palm up, reach it overhead and clasp your right wrist with your left hand. Start to reach a little bit further back. A lot of sensations in your side body. Inhale, come back up. Interlace your hands, flip your palms to the sky, and start to reach your arms to your right. Covering your right side body over the thighs, so don't let yourself drop into it. 2 more breaths, then we'll allow that elbow or hand to come down. Good, now right elbow to your right thigh, right hand to the ground or bind. Stay for 4. Stay for 3. 2. Inhale, come back to your warrior 2, extending your right leg, find your reverse triangle, and then reach back forward, right hand to your right shin, ankle, ground or block, left arm up. Option to have both arms reaching forward, finding a little more engagement in the side body since it's kind of a little bit of a theme today. For 4. For 3. Keep elongating your right side body. For 2. And back to your warrior 2. As you breathe out, hands come inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot to the edge of the mat. Left heel reaches up to the sky, then start to shift forward and back. When you feel ready, left knee releases down to the mat, finding lizard pose. You can bring your forearms down to the ground or stay on long arms, softening at your elbows. Have a block, it's a good prop to place in front of you. And have your forearms there. And allow your breath to help you go a little bit deeper. Relax your neck, relax your face, maybe even closing your eyes. Starting to bring more attention to the breath again. Seeing if you can lengthen the breath. Take about 3 to 4 more breaths here, a little bit longer. Listening to your breath. 1 more. Good. Next breath in, come up onto long arms. Step your right foot back. Find a pause here. Squeeze your glutes slightly to allow yourself to tug the tailbone under. Don't let yourself arch the spine. Dome the shoulders. Squeeze your quads. See if you can come to the balls of the feet, not just your toes, pressing those heels back. Good option to take 1 chaturanga and then come right back to plank. Good, stay here a little bit longer. If you need, drop the knees down. You can even do knees, chest, chin instead of chaturanga. Good, option to take another chaturanga. Come back. I know this is a lot of core, a lot of shoulders here. Almost there. Last option to take chaturanga. Take it or not. And then on your next exhale, release all the way down onto your belly. One ear to the ground for now. Let's rock our hips from side to side. Release your arms by your sides, palms down. Let's bring our forehead to the ground. Inhale, lift your legs, lift your chest, lift your arms off the ground. Palms are still facing the ground. You can even play with it. See how it feels to have your palms reach into the sky. Your shoulders instantly start to roll forward and your chest is closed. But if you flip the palms to the mat, you're opening across from your chest, your collarbone. Stay for 3. For 2, little bit higher. And as you breathe out gently, let it go. Another ear to the mat. Rock the hips from side to side. You can windshield wiper the legs. Good. Second variation. Hands can interlace or repeat the first one that we just did. So if you're interlacing your hands, allow the shoulders to roll back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and inhale, lift away from the mat. Keep your neck long, still gazing down to the ground. Notice, are your legs splaying out? Can you bring them a little bit closer together, about hip distance? Reach the arms further away from your spine for 3. For 2. Breathe in a little bit higher. As you exhale, slowly let yourself go. 1 ear to the ground. Windshield wiper the legs or rock your hips from side to side. Good. 1 more, your options. You can either repeat any of these 2 variations, or you can either have your hands behind your head, reaching the elbows to the sky, or reach the arms forward, palms are facing one another. So choose your option. Next breath in, lift your legs, lift your chest. And again, if your fingertips are on your ears, notice, are your elbows dropping down? Can you reach them back up? Squeezing the shoulder blades together for 4. If your arms are reaching forward, arms are higher than your ears, straighten them for 3. Almost there, 2. Exhale, let it go. Another ear to the mat, windshield wiper the legs or wiggle the hips. Take a deep breath in through the nose, feeling the belly button press against the mat. And exhale out through the mouth. 2 options, either transition to child's pose and wait for us to get to our down dog, or tuck your toes under, hands under the shoulders, use your core to press up to plank. Cycle through your vinyasa. And on your next exhale, we all meet in downward facing dog. Stretch the spine. Good, look forward to your hands. Make your way to the top of the mat. Breathe and lift halfway, tuck your chin under. Exhale, fold forward. Again, any variation here, knees can bend. Clasp your big toes. Hug yourself, clasping opposite elbows behind your shins. Or you can even just sway from side to side if you need a little more release. Shake your head from side to side, allowing your neck to soften. Let's take about 2 more breaths here. Good, release the arms, and your next breath in, start to slowly roll up to standing, head comes last. Good, walk the feet closer together, maybe touching your toes, maybe not, and then sit low into your chair pose. Engage your belly, straighten the spine, shift those hips back, like there's an actual chair behind you you're about to sit on. Our last standing sequence, and then we're gonna come down into our back for some back bends. Good. Now bring your hands through your heart, your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Find your twist. Again, notice where my hands are now, they're by my armpit, but if I press my left hand into my right, I'm allowing myself some leverage to bring my chest to my thumbs. I'm not moving my thumbs. Good. You can always open up the arms, or you can find an arm balance. Good. Ground down through your left foot, look down. Start to slowly, as slow as possible, pick up your right foot off the mat. Very good. Now slowly extend your leg back. Might not work on the first try, that's okay. Be patient with yourself and then find your crescent twist. Again, open up the arms, bind, arm balance, whatever it is. For 3. Preparing for your warrior 2. Next breath in, right arm back, left arm forward. Open up the hips to the long side of the mat, gaze to your left fingertips. Drop your right hip down, sit low, relax your shoulders. Inhale, extend your left leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, sit back down. For 4, for 3, 2, last one. Inhale, flip your left palm up, reach it overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand, and find a slightly deeper opening in that side body. Inhale, come back to the center, clasp your hands, flip your palms to the sky, and start to reach your upper body towards your left, hovering it over the mat. Belly in, your side body is working here, your left quad is working here. And then as you breathe out, left elbow to your left thigh, right arm overhead, open your chest a little more to the sky. And again, you can go deeper, left hand on the ground, or even bind if you practice. If you're binding, try not to rest all the way on your thigh. Don't let yourself compromise your shape by dropping your chest down. If you're trying to bind, it's better to back out of it. Continue to work on the opening of your chest. 2 more breaths. Next breath in, warrior 2. Extend your left leg, reach your left arm overhead. Find your reverse triangle. And when you're ready, reach forward. When you can't reach anymore, left hand to your shin, ankle ground. The same variation you practiced on your first side. Maybe both arms stretch forward. Don't lose your shape here, keeping your core active. Imagine your spine being parallel to the ground. You almost want to shorten your right side just a little bit to lengthen your left one. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, back to your warrior 2. Exhale, hands come inside of your left foot. Walk it to the edge of the mat. Shift forward and back a few times. When you're ready, right knee releases down. Forearms can come to the mat if that's available. Relax your neck, allowing your head to drop down. Breathe here. Noticing the longer you stay, what happens to your body? Are you feeling a little more tension there? Or the other way, are you softening? And can you utilize your breath to relax? Accepting this pose. Accepting the shape, whether it feels good and relaxing, or it feels a little uncomfortable. Noting what's going on in your mind, and allowing those thoughts to drift away, not attaching. 3 more breaths here. Good. 1 more intentional breath here, staying through your exhale. Then on your next breath in, rise up into long arms. We're going to step it back to plank again, this time coming onto your forearms, finding your forearm plank. Here we're just going to say we're not going to add push-ups, but as an option, you can start to walk the feet towards your elbows, finding dolphin pose. You can even do a few hops into your forearm stand, trying to engage your belly. We've engaged our belly quite a lot here. So maybe it's going to be a little bit easier to tap into those core muscles. And if your hamstrings are tight, you can still do this shape by bending your knees, trying to bring those hips all the way over the elbows, and you're already there. But if you don't have a wall nearby, I've never done that, please be careful. If you're hopping into forearm stand, let's take about 5 more breaths here. I know we're staying here for a while, but we're almost there. We're about to release onto your belly and flip onto your back. For 3, For 2. If you're not in forearm plank, walk it back to your forearm plank and softly allow your hips to release down, flipping onto your back. So if you're away from your video, that's okay. We're gonna come back later on. We're just gonna do a few bridges or wheel poses, so you don't really need to see a camera. All right, feet hip distance apart, knees are bent, arms to your sides. We're gonna start with a bridge, but if you're ready for wheel, you're welcome to do that. On your inhalation, lift your hips off the ground, either bend the elbows and fingertips point to the sky, pressing your elbows into the mat, or interlace your hands underneath your low back, tucking your shoulders under, lifting your hips higher, shoulder blades squeeze. Stay for 4, for 3, 2. On your exhalation, start to slowly release your spine all the way on the mat, dropping the knees to rest on one another. Take one more breath here. Then switching to your second option, either wheel if you know how to get there, otherwise one more bridge. So for your bridge, this time maybe you're gonna reach your right leg up to the sky, that's available, or stay in your traditional regular bridge. So if you're planning to do wheel on your second side, you're gonna, or on your third variation, then on your with your next breath, you're gonna switch the legs. There you go, finally got that out. You're gonna reach your left leg up to the sky, only if you're doing wheel as your third option. But if you're doing bridge again, just stay with your right leg lifted. You're gonna do left on your third variation. Good, one more breath wherever you are. Release your left foot down if you have it, or right foot, and then slowly roll your spine down. Take one resting breath here. Short break, and then come right back into your last and final option, either bridge or wheel. If you are doing wheel, hands by your ears, elbows point to the sky. You're gonna press yourself up. Breathing for 7. For 6, you can always stay longer, come out earlier. For 4. For 2. And then as you breathe out, gently release yourself down. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart, hands to your belly or by your sides. Close your eyes for a moment. This is uncomfortable for your hips. You can always walk the feet wide and drop the knees to rest on one another instead. And just bring your attention back to your breath. Notice what happened to your body during the back bends. Back bends usually carry an energetic effect on your body. Just observe how you are feeling in comparison to the beginning of the class. Your mood, energy level, your breath, and your body temperature. Tap into your sensations here. Nothing but your breath flowing through your body. And very slowly start to extend your legs forward. Legs are wider than the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, interlace your hands. Flip your palms away from the crown of your head, pointing your toes. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Release your arms back by your sides. Let's flip back onto our belly. Then we're going to reach your right arm out to the side, left hand underneath your left shoulder, right ear on the mat, roll over onto your right shoulder, stepping your left foot behind you. Left hand can stay by your side. You can reach it up to the sky or bring behind your low back. You can always clasp your hands if that's available. One more breath here. And then slowly roll back onto your belly. We'll switch the side. Left arm will reach out to the side. Bending your right knee, step your right foot behind you, right hand by your side, reaching it up or bringing it behind your low back, maybe even clasping the hands. And what can help you is stepping your left foot down on the mat so both knees are bent. Make sure your left arm is stretched straight up from the shoulder. Neck is soft, your left side of the head is resting on the mat. Deep breath into your left side, left shoulder, left side of the chest. One more breath here. Very slowly roll back onto your belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. Start to peel your chest off the mat. Knees come wide, toes close together. Find your child's pose, lengthening the arms, maybe even crawling those fingertips all the way forward to find a little more length in the spine. Sinking the hips towards your heels. Deep breath into your back body. Next breath in, walk your hands all the way to your right. Keep your neck soft. Finding a left side stretch. Inhaling back to the center, walk your hands to your left. Breathing into your right side body. Keep sinking your right sit bone down. Don't let it lift here. Next inhale, walk yourself back to the center. Breathing out here. Next breath in, make your way to your down dog. Option to take your vinyasa or stay in your down dog. And once you're back from your vinyasa, if you took one, reach your right leg up to the sky, stacking the hip. Bring your right knee to your right wrist, releasing your knee down, releasing your hips down, pigeon pose. Start to walk your hands forward, relaxing your forehead on something, either stacked fists, all the way to the ground. Close your eyes, find some rest here. Continuing to expand the breath, longer inhalations, longer exhalations. On your next inhale, slowly rise away, shift into your right hip, and we'll swing your left leg out to the side rather than forward. So you can turn, but I would prefer if you sit facing forward. So left leg out to the side, left elbow slides above your left knee, open up your heart, right arm overhead. You can always go deeper, bringing your left elbow down, clasping both hands to your left foot. Sometimes what helps is having your left hand on your right inner thigh, pushing into that hand, and it's giving you a little more leverage to find a deeper stretch here. 2 more breaths. Inhaling, come back up. Reach your right knee forward and stack your left knee over your right, finding your cow face pose. So you can either stay here, make sure the knees are resting down rather than reached up to the sky, or you can extend your right leg forward and keep your left knee stacked over your right. Stay here or fold forward if that's available. So if you feel a lot of sensations already, maybe you'll just stay upright. Breathe into the outer hips. As you're folding forward, be sure your sit bones stay grounded, your spine stays long. Neck is soft. Both sit bones are evenly grounded. 3 more breaths. Inhale, slowly rise up. Your right arm lifts, bend your right elbow, left hand to your right elbow, slide your fingertips down, lift your chin. Stay here or clasp your hands behind your back. Keep lifting your chin away from your chest. Don't let yourself drop your head down. Good. Last breath out. Unwind, and then slowly we'll make your way to your down dog, unwinding, crossing the ankles, stepping it back. You're welcome to cycle through your last vinyasa or stay in your down dog. Good. Once everyone is back in our down dog, we'll reach your left leg up to the sky, stacking the hip. Bring your left knee to your left wrist, release your knee down, release your hips down. And when you feel ready, recline down into your full shape. Make sure your knees outside of the hip, reaching towards the left corner of the mat. There's no pain or stretch or tension in that knee. There is. Onto your back. Do any other variation of a hip opener that you prefer. Close the eyes. They're not closed yet. Finding deep and full breath here. 4 more breaths. Nice breath in, slowly rise up, reach your right leg out to the side, left heel to your groin, right elbow slides above your right knee, and reach your left arm overhead, finding a side bend. Again, any variation, maybe your right elbow down, fingertips to your right toes, maybe both hands to your toes, or again, press into your left thigh with your right hand, and find a little more length here. Next breath in, slowly come up, reach your left knee forward, and then your right knee will stack over. You can again extend your left leg if this is unavailable today. Every day can be different. Stay upright or fold forward. Sometimes our hips are a little tighter if we did something active with the hips. Give your body some time to open up, especially the outer hips. So if you're running, if you're doing Peloton or something like that, the hips get really tight. Close the eyes, keep breathing. One more breath. Inhale, slowly rise up. Left elbow up to the sky. Bend your elbow. Right hand to the elbow. Reach your hand down. Lift your chin. Again, stay here or clasp your hands behind your back. Breathing out here. Winding, reaching both legs forward, shaking out your knees, soft bend in the knees, come all the way down to the mat, finding your final twist here. If you have a favorite option, you're welcome to take it. Otherwise, right knee to your chest, shift the hips gently to your right, knee to your left. Reach your right arm out, left hand can be on your right thigh to encourage the twist. Breathing, right shoulder is fully grounded on the mat. Next breath in, come back to the center, left knee in, shift the hips to the left, drop the knee to your right, left arm out to the side. Deep breath into your belly. Next breath in, come back to the center, hug your knees into your chest, maybe happy baby, rock from side to side. Bring your knees back into your chest if you had happy baby. Lift the shoulders off the ground, give yourself a big, big hug. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth, extend the legs forward, arms out to the sides, palms are facing the sky. Close your eyes. A few moments before you fully release to reconnect with your intention if you set one for the practice. Taking a few more moments to express your gratitude for something in your life. Holding on to this feeling of gratitude throughout the rest of the day, the rest of the week. Please feel free to extend your Shavasana. Also a very important pose. Otherwise, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste.